Welcome! Cognitive-Behavioral Therapy, or what's more commonly known as CBT, can improve a wide variety of psychological difficulties, including depression, anxiety, substance abuse, relationship problems, eating disorders, physical pain, and post-traumatic stress disorder. It's actually the most well-researched method of psychotherapeutic treatment. Here's what it's all about and why it's so effective at producing long-lasting results. CBT helps improve one's thinking or behavioral patterns in order to enhance their overall well-being in their day-to-day lives, as disruptive patterns may cause some type of problem or impairment in their level of functioning. A common feature that leads to the development of various psychological problems are distorted or problematic thoughts. The cognitive portion of CBT explores how these thoughts are impairing one's mood or behavior. Treatment helps the individual realistically evaluate and modify their way of thinking. Additionally, people learn how to master these skills so they can easily use them on their own when they're not presently in the therapy setting. Cognitive therapy explores one's core beliefs, which are beliefs that people have about themselves, others, and the world. People interpret situations based on how their core beliefs were developed. For example, someone might believe that they're unworthy of being loved by others. These core beliefs may then lead people to have automatic thoughts, such as "no one will ever love me" or "I'll be alone forever." This in turn can subsequently impact their emotions, such as feeling depressed, or affect their behaviors, such as withdrawing from others and isolating themselves more often. But the good news is that any problematic thought or behavior that was previously learned can also be unlearned, replaced by something that is much more productive and helpful. This process can involve first identifying the current problem, such as feeling lonely, then the dysfunctional thinking or automatic thoughts in relation to that problem are explored and identified. This is followed by an evaluation of how realistic these thoughts actually are. Lastly, those thoughts can then be modified in a way so that they are more functional and accurate. The other aspect of CBT addresses behavior. This involves identifying the problematic behavior, setting treatment goals, then specifying what the desired outcome behavior should be. Treatment involves a person doing some sort of action in effort to engage in a different type of behavior from which may have been causing them difficulty. These behavioral strategies will be discussed in much greater detail in future videos, but a brief summary includes reinforcement. This involves strengthening a behavior to increase the likelihood of the individual doing that behavior again. Extinction. When a behavior is ignored or otherwise not reinforced, it becomes weaker until it no longer occurs. For example, when a parent ignores a child's temper tantrum, the child's acting out behavior is then likely to decrease in frequency over time because it's not being reinforced in any way. Behavior modeling. This is when a behavior is observed in another person and then repeated. Over time, learning occurs and enhances the ability to exhibit that observed behavior. Systematic desensitization. This is a form of exposure therapy. An example of this is when someone gradually places themselves in more anxiety-inducing aspects of a situation, while using coping skills to feel more relaxed each step along the way. Token economies. An example of this is when students earn some type of token after completing a positive behavior, in which the tokens can be accumulated and then traded in for some type of reward. These are just a few examples of different CBT strategies. The specific type of technique used in treatment will depend on the individual's presenting issue that they're struggling with. If you would like to practice positive reinforcement and help support the channel, then please press the like button. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.